Hello, I am Flont. Stretch and I have been having some technical difficulties, so I am voicing over this in post to describe what's going on. We also had some video issues with some of Stretch's video not recording quite properly, and so I guess today it's just me. We're going to be fighting the dragon today, and so we have a bunch of Therizinosaurs. We also have a pig and a Utyrannus. Stretch will be riding the Utyrannus, and I'll be riding the Daedon. I am bringing along an assault rifle and about 600 bullets, and Stretch is just riding on his Utyrannus. The beginning of this was just us explaining what we're doing, and so there wasn't a whole lot to talk about. We had raised a bunch of Uties from eggs, and so most of them are imprinted. I think there's two that aren't. We take all 20. Actually, we take 19 tames. We ended up forgetting a Therizinosaur, which we noticed afterwards, and we decided there wasn't enough time or reason to actually rectify the situation. Um, so, yeah, we're going to be fighting the dragon and seeing how that goes. It was actually quite an interesting fight. I ended up having the sniper rifle because, not the sniper rifle, the assault rifle because I can use it from the back of the Daedon. And so this is the first time either of us had ever seen the dragon fight. And so I whistle them all to follow me so that we can get them out of this starting area into the fight. And that's probably the smoothest that any of it goes. I see the dragon up there. I look at it, and I forget for a moment what the whistle attack this is, and so I remember and I've used that. Of course, they don't do anything because it's in the air, and so I try shooting it, and that doesn't make it move. It does do a little bit of damage, but I really would. It does more with the Theres. So, yeah, I just kind of use a lot of bullets, and I need to move here to be able to aim better, but they've all whistled on them again, and he's about to land, so they're going to go chase after him. I think half of them have good saddles at about an armor rating of 50. The rest have base armor saddles. We plan to take the Therizinosaurs into the Overseer, so we're going to have to make sure that all of our Theres have the proper saddles. Here I'm standing back shooting, and at some point it's going to occur to me, wait, I'm on a Daedon, I need to be healing them too. It took me way too long to figure that out. So I just sit back and shoot my, I think it's a 200, maybe 220 assault rifle, and I use a lot of my bullets. A lot of my bullets. And I'm on fire now, and it takes me a second to register that, and that hurts. I'm also taking heat damage because it's really, really hot in the dragon fight. There's also some Dimorphodons and Pteranodons flying around at times. I don't think I ever actually noticed any of them, but I noticed their effects. My boots break in the middle of the fight. So here I am, just shooting the dragon. And, well, it's down quite a bit, and I'm remembering now to actually try to heal the Theres. That dragon does a lot of damage when it bites. I did fill up the Daedon. I didn't use all of that food to keep it up. There was our first Theri death. And from there, it just gets worse. So much Theri death. And so there I keep just shooting. It's back in the air. And the air, I figure, was probably the best time to keep shooting. At some point, it occurs to me that, I think about here, that the Theres are standing in the lava. And they're still following me, so I walk away. Stretch is doing his thing with the Utyrannus of courage buffing them, but that's not incredibly helpful while the dragon is in the air. But it is helpful. Oh, and I see the fireball, I'm running away. It is helpful whenever the dragon's on the ground. There was a couple of Pteranodons there that I noticed now. I'm not sure how accurate my shots were. I'm certain that someone has the ability to check it, but I don't really care, I guess, at this point. There is a time limit for the dragon fight. I believe it's 30 minutes. We didn't use all of that. We used about 10, maybe 15 minutes to fight the dragon. It wasn't that difficult of a fight. A lot of the time was spent in the air waiting for it to come down. I whistle for all of our Theres to attack there so that they aren't stuck on whatever other dinos they might be stuck on. And here I'm remembering to get close. At some point I actually have to get away because I noticed that I'm taking a lot of damage that I can't actually absorb. And I can't afford to be off of my dino. We can lose a couple of more theories, but I can't lose myself. I have decent gear on, and I'd rather not lose it. I do have a couple of medical brews, which I believe I drink at some point, but I can't remember exactly when. And here I am beside Stretch again. And here we noticed the dragon is starting to get bloody. I didn't realize that the bosses actually got bloody as they got more damage. That maybe it's a dragon-specific thing. I don't know. I'd have to do more testing in that. But I thought it was interesting when I noticed that, because it was, oh, okay, in addition to having the health, they also are like every other dino that has blood. Here you can see that my boots have broken already. I think some Dimorphodons got me, and I'm almost out of bullets at this point. The battle was actually quite loud. The theories, I can't tell if it was them taking damage or them doing damage that was so loud, but it was really loud. Here I noticed I'm about to die, and so I step back. Our Tyrannus died just there. Stretch spent the last couple of seconds of the fight on the ground, running away in terror. But once the dragon dies, we all got our rewards, and he avoided dying because he only had a couple of seconds left. It occurs to me about here that some of the theories might still be standing in lava. There you saw Stretch. And we managed to successfully fight the dragon. It was the first time for either of us, and it was remarkably well. I really don't want to go through the terrible, terrible steps to get the stuff to fight the dragon again, but I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.